all of the details on that. But we're gonna get started with our hour talking about Professor Amos, the SuperFast Drain Cleaner. Now, everybody in your home, whether it's the sink, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, the utility room, no matter what it is, maybe it's the shower or the bathtub, at some point, you're gonna get a clog. You're gonna get a slow drain. And when that happens, I want you to reach for SuperFast. Not those grocery store chemicals. They cost a lot. Who knows what kind of damage they're doing to our pipes. When it comes to SuperFast, you have no worries with that. This is safe for all types of drain and pipes, even septic systems. You're getting the 2-pack. You don't need to use all at one time. We're gonna give you all the details, but we've got a feature price. We've got it on 3 flex of $11.65. And I see Amos Harf III hanging out. He's Skyping in with us. How you do? Oh, I see you're doing good.
I'm doing real good.
Yes.
How you doing, Tamara?
I'm doing good too. Well, you know what? I'm doing even better now that Professor Amos and SuperFast is here. Talk to us about what you've got going on.
Okay, SuperFast, you take 6 to 8 ounces and pour it right down the drain. What happens is it has an accelerated formula. What that means to you is it works on contact to break down the greases and oils. SuperFast turns your hair into foam. It turns your food into foam. All your grease and oils turn into foam. We call that saponify. That's the dynamic way that it works, turning everything in a drain into foam. Now that foam breaks down into liquid, you give it about 10 minutes. Inevitably, this all passes through your line when you run hot water, and you'll run hot water for about 5 minutes. Unlike these products you've seen at the store, Tamara, I know we've all done it. We've been out to the home stores and the depots all the time, and they have these at each one of those stores. But the problem is once you pour something like this down your drain line, you're doing more damage than good. Let me explain. I read the ingredients on the back of this bottle, and products like these have acid, ammonia, bleach, animal fats, and lyes. That's a high corrosive material that you're pouring down your drain lines. It'll actually hurt your drain lines and hurt you. But I want you to stop and take a look. 90% of those chemicals trickle right past your clog, and they end up down here at this curve unit there. That's called a trap. That unit is designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up and permeating through your house. But the chemicals are sitting there building heats of 160 degrees Fahrenheit. That's way too high. I gotta let you know, it's still cold out in the Midwest. It's still cold out over in the West. And when your pipes are going from extremely cold to hot fast, they'll crack. And then you gotta call a plumber. And you already know right there, that's a service call. That's at least $100. But don't wink, because you're gonna miss it. I want you to count to yourself right now, how long does it take for this SuperFast to activate and go to work? You'll see within 10 seconds or less, 10 seconds or less, it starts to go to work. Within 10 minutes, it's turned last week's food, last month's food, even last year's food. It's hardened and solidified in your drain line. It turns it all into foam. Remember, it saponifies it. So you'll let that break down, let the product do the work. See, my dad taught me growing up. I know you know my dad, Tamara, Professor Amos. He taught me growing up. He said, son, above all things, get understanding. Let the product do the work so you don't have to. Work smarter, not harder.
That's right. And you can see it working. That's what we're talking about. That's why these are so popular. That's why just in the last few visits, over 28,000 of these 2-packs have been ordered. And ooh, I like that some people are getting them because they currently have a clog or a slow drain. Some people are getting them because they know at any moment now that clog or slow drain is gonna happen. And the last thing I wanna do is have to call a plumber on the weekend late at night.
You never lied, Tamara. Listen, you're washing your hands. We're washing them so much. We're at home so much more. And you've got all these different kind of things going down your drain line. And remember, if it's stickier, it's oily from that soap. Soap is animal fat. It leaves a coating on the inside of that drain line. And when hair comes in contact or food or anything, it just sticks right to it. It builds a nest until your line is completely choked out and nothing can get through. So you want to clean and maintenance that. Remember, your drains are out of sight, out of mind. They might look pretty on the outside, but on the inside, they're full of grime. So what I'm going to do now, I got to show you. I'm going to rinse these pipes because after you've left the SuperFast sit in your drain line for about 10 minutes, it's suspended everything free from the inside of the drain line. All you have to do now is run hot water for 5 minutes. And look at that. You'll have a squeaky clean drain line. Everything passes right through. The bugs, the critters, the hair, the food, all the bacteria passes right through the drain line. And I want to do that one more time because a picture is worth a million words. You got to see it to believe it. way, it rinses everything right through that drain line. And that's what you want to have at home, is squeaky clean drain lines where there's nothing sticky, where there's nothing oily left behind. And whoa, look at that one right there. That's a gusher, huh?
Yeah, look at that. So you saw how fast that was working, and you only used a little bit of that.
That's right. All you need is 6 to 8 ounces. You don't use the whole bottle like those consumer products that you buy at the store. They want you to pour half that bottle, that whole bottle. What you'll do with SuperFast is 6 to 8 ounces, totally clog drain. Or if you just have the stink in the sink from this stuff right here, you'll just use 2 to 4 ounces. You'll get up to 12 applications. But I got to let you know right here, the dirtiest place in your whole home is the drain line of the kitchen sink. There's 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch in there. You eliminate the food source. Bugs and critters, they feed on it. They have a feeding frenzy. So eliminate the food source. And what I want to show you right here, this big hunk of oil byproduct right here represents last week's food, last month's food, last year's food. It's hardened and solidified. And there goes 8 ounces right down the drain, right on top of that big hunk of oil byproduct. And you can see, let the product do the work. You don't have to do anything. I want you to work smarter, folks, not harder. Let the product do the work. So you leave that sit for about 10 minutes and it completely saponifies. It saponifies everything in the drain line. Now, I got to let you know, most clogs consist of hair at home. And when you have hair clogs like pet hair, human hair, fuzz, lint, or fur, here's a time-lapse video because it takes 10 minutes for this proprietary formula to break down the hair, the pet hair, the human hair. Just give it 10 minutes. Let the product do the work, and it turns it all into foam, and that's what we want.
That's right. And that's when you can turn on the faucet and let it drain on down. And there's, you know, when you hear that drain, when you hear and see that it's open, it's just like relief that washes over you. And you say, oh my goodness, it worked. That's what we're looking for. That's why these are so popular. That's why they're on auto ship. There are not a lot of products that are on auto ship, but the ones that are the ones that people constantly reach for. Because if you have, it's your hair, if it's your daughters have a bunch of hair, maybe it's the pet hair, you need this on hand. 3 flex payments of under $12, yuck, that's what we're trying to get rid of.
Right there. I just had to paint the picture for you, Tamara. If you're at home and you don't know, like you might be thinking something else is in your drain line, but it usually looks like this. There's a bunch of hair into the inside of there, clinging to the sticky walls. Maintenance and clean that. I'm telling you, bugs and critters, they feed on that. Eliminate the food source. Tamara, did you know that the bugs they'll actually feed on the body oils and soils that are in the drain line? Did you know that?
Yikes.
Yeah, right. So get rid of the body oil, get rid of the food, use a proprietary formula. Now I want to show you right here. These are the big 6-inch tubes, the ones that go from under your house out to the sidewalk and down to the city sanitation. I'm going to pour the whole bottle of this stinky acid stuff right here with the yellow bottle. And I want to show you something. You just got to notice this. 90% of those chemicals will go right to the bottom of the pipe, and it starts expanding the matter because them chemicals get hot and they heat up and they expand that matter, and it just stuff comes back up out of your drain line. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, our SuperFast is breaking things down, turning it into foam, and not destroying the inside of your drain lines. That's what you need. That's what you want, because it's all about the value, keeping the value in your homes.
Yes.
Products like these can actually destroy your drain line, so don't do it.
For sure.
Now,
let me jump in real quick, Amos, because I just want to let you know, because a lot of you are calling in to get your 2-pack, and a lot of you are getting that on auto ship. The quickest way for you to jump in is to go to hsn.com or use the HSN app. That's going to be your fastest way to get in and get these. Whether you have a drain, a clog right now or not, if you have a drain, you're going to get a clog at some point, and it's nice to have something on hand. Don't wait until it happens. So if you want it, do it. Remember, it is safe for all types of plumbing, including septic systems. We're talking older homes, apartments, you know, whatever the case is, second story all the way down. Amos, we're coming right on back to you.
I'm laughing because I heard what you said. Don't let it happen to you. I'm thinking, don't be a statistic.
Right.
Get something to clean those drain lines. Don't wait for it to happen. But preventative maintenance, use the SuperFast. Now, I want to let you know, your designer sinks, you're wondering, is it safe? Is it safe on my sink? Is it safe on my pipes? Well, SuperFast is safe. It won't hurt that designer sinks or those fixtures. And you'll see down below there, it's safe on your copper lines. It's safe on the PVC. It's safe on the galvanized steel. And if you have a septic tank or a septic system, it's safe on there as well. You can use this if you have a septic system at home, and it works absolutely amazing with getting rid of the clog and breaking down those drain gases and those drain odors. I mean, absolutely amazing on those. So then all you'll do is run hot water, just like this. You turn the water on, run that water for about 5 minutes, that's it, and you have squeaky clean drain line.
Definitely. I wanted to ask you a quick question because we are live on HSN's Facebook page. Can I use this in a garbage disposal and or could I use the maintenance powder in a garbage disposal?
That's a good question, Tamra. This is not for the garbage disposal, but we have our fast preventative maintenance right here. And this is for the garbage disposal. This is for your dishwasher. This is for your laundry machine, because I got to let you know, each one of those devices, those machines at home have a drain system on there, and they need maintenance too because of the soaps and detergents that go through there. They build up. So you get 45 applications there with our Fast PM, our preventative maintenance, and you'll use that in your garbage disposal.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Okay, I'll let you
you're
keep
so
on
welcome.
going.
All right, so if you're just tuning in, it's our SuperFast, our drain cleaner. This isn't a drain opener, it's a drain cleaner. What that means to you is it opens your drain line and it cleans your drain line. It cleans it squeaky clean, so there's nothing oily or sticky left behind. Now, SuperFast turns your hair into foam. It turns your food into foam. All your grease and oils turn into foam. That's the dynamic way that it works, turning everything into foam. It's called saponify. Now, you let that break down for 10 minutes, like I said before, and then you'll run hot water for 5 minutes, squeaky clean drain line. We'll come right back and rinse that out. But I know we've been to the store before, and the red one, the green one, the gray one, the blue one, they all look different. I'll give them that. But guess what, Tamra? They all have the same ingredients. Products like these contain acid, bleach, ammonia, animal fats, and lyes. Now, I'm going to use our consumer product from one of the depots and the home stores right here. And, yeah, this is another one. They tell you to pour half that bottle. Half that bottle. That's a lot of acid. That's a lot of ammonia. That's a lot of bleach that you're pouring down your drain line. Well, there's about as much as I can fit down test tube number 2 with that consumer product right there. Now, remember, take a look. 90% of those chemicals ooze and trickle right past the clog, and they end up down here at that curve unit there. Remember, that's to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up into your house. We don't want those drain gases in the house, but the chemicals are sitting there and they're building heat. You got acid, ammonia, bleach, building heats of 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Your pipes aren't bulletproof. They're not made to get hot, and they're definitely not made to go from cold to hot very fast. So then you have a drain problem like a cracked pipe, and it's thousands of dollars to repair that. We're going to come right back to it. I want to give it a chance. But test tube number 3, here we go. Don't wink because you'll miss it. This is how fast our proprietary formula, our super fast works. And I just throwing it out there. Right now, Tamra, this is since 2018. This is the cheapest that our super fast has been at HSN since 2018. So if there's any sense on this urgency right now, you want to get it now. And then we're running out of season. So mid May, our season's over for our super fast drain cleaner.
Okay, and so if this is something, as you've been watching the demonstrations and you're thinking about the pipes in your home, whether it's the sink in your bathroom, the master bath, maybe it's in the kids' bathroom, maybe it's in the tub where you wash the dog and all that hair goes down and it doesn't just go away. It starts to collect. It's like a snowball effect, and after a while, nothing can get past it. What do you do then? That's when you reach for your SuperFast. Even if it saves you just from having to call the plumber just one time, it's a huge savings. So I encourage you to try it. You can get it on auto ship, or you can get it once, completely up to you. You're getting 2 bottles. You only need to use a little bit at a time, and then let it sit. And as Amos is showing you, super fast compared to the grocery store, it's no comparison.
Yeah, and I had to just let you know, they tell you don't mix chemicals. Remember that, you can hurt yourself. You can have a bad reaction, but SuperFast is an innovative drain cleaning method. There's no acid, there's no ammonia, there's no animal fats in here. So you can use this right over top of those existing drain cleaners that you use from the store, and it will work on contact with that accelerated formula. I mean, it's absolutely cleaning technology, cleaning innovation. It's not about how much acid is in your product. It's not about how much ammonia. It's about the proprietary formula, the common denominator, things that break the grease down without heating up that drain line. That's what you want at home.
That's right. And as we're showing you over and over and over, just try it, get it home, and give it a try. And when you start to hear and see that water flush down the drain so easily and so fluidly, you're going to be so excited that you made a great decision. And remember, not harmful for your pipes or even for a septic system. Thank you so much, Amos.
Do it with me now. Come on, do it with me now. Come on. Happy dance. Come on.
There's the happy dance. That's right. You take care. We'll see you in just a little bit. You can see over 20 or quickly approaching 29,000 of those ordered. Enjoy, enjoy, because we want you to love where you live. So since now that our drains are cleaned, let's take a look at our floors and our upholstery and everything else.